Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at Fortress in the Remix Cup here. So, yeah, I was looking for something that I could use that I haven't really showcased too much or really at all. If anything, I think the last time I was using this was back in the Silph Arena, that was years ago, which I don't even do those anymore. For this first battle, we do actually have Struggle Bug, which you absolutely do not want. You want Bug Bite. As far as the moves, that is going to be a different situation. It has quite the vast move pool that you can pick from. There may be a few moves that you don't really want to go for, but we're going to be going with Earthquake and also the Mirror Shot. We do switch it over to Body Slam after a while just to see what we can do with it, but it requires almost as much energy as Earthquake, so it doesn't really pan out to be that great for me. But we are going to be pairing it up with Malamar here and a random Pokemon. We're going to be using Lantern right now. I was just trying to see what I could find, what different combinations, right? So with that said, really not much more to say. You just have to really, really look out for fire. Didn't encounter anything, and Mawile may be able to tear through a lot of the teams that I'm going to be putting together here. Malamar coming in clutch, amazing. So we're going to be able to take a look at some more gameplay for that, because the first video that I did do was fun. I was impressed with the gameplay. You do have to have a little finesse with it because it is going to be a bit squishy. You can find yourselves in a pretty rough position with Dark and a fighting move, so Psycho Cut's really not doing anything for you as far as damage is concerned. It does gain a lot of energy, and it does work out great for it. Alright, so we're going to be able to farm down the Cresselia with Psycho Cut. It's always a good thing, and now we're just loaded up on energy here. We're going to go ahead and release that Foul Play onto the Stunfisk, and I was thinking, wow, hopefully they don't have two charge moves here. And another thing I need to stop doing is saying, and I was thinking, I was playing back... I played back a video, just listening to myself, and I say it quite a bit sometimes. Anyways, let's see what we have. This is a great matchup. They're going to be swapping into a Hypno. Now, we could have technically stayed there, but I'm going to go ahead and bring in Malamar for this situation because we resist the confusion, and Razor Leaf is going to destroy us, all right? So it doesn't matter the typing here. It's not like we are weak to it. It's just a Shadow Razor Leaf, and we are squishy, so better matchup here. Now, what we can do is let this go through as well and build up to just about 2 foul plays, so we'll have something ready to go for potentially that. I'm going to guess Victory Bell is what they're going to bring into battle here. So down goes the Hypno. Nobody's used any shields, and they're bringing in a Gramble. So this is not going to be very effective, but they still use a shield, so that's great. And they're going to be taking us out with Charm, and we're using Shadow Slowbro now. So as you can see, a bunch of randomness. I do believe towards the end we're going to kind of pick a team. The reason why I didn't get off a charge move is because I wanted to go ahead and go in here and farm down a little bit. And we are going with Mirror Shot. We will change it up towards the end, and things are going to be looking a lot better for the Fortress. You're going to see we're going to kind of have a rough time here and there, but that happens for everything. And I was getting used to it because I haven't used it in some time, and I just needed to see exactly what it can take. It's a fairly tanky Pokemon. Our IVs for it are not going to be what you'll want, but it works, right? And it's shiny. I had another one that was regular that I could have used, but I just wanted to make a shiny. Into the next battle here, we're met with a Tropius with Air Slash, so it is doing some decent damage. Because of the steel typing, it's not going to be super effective. We're going to go for that Mirror Shot. Now, we can have a chance of lowering the attack with the Mirror Shot, but unfortunately it didn't happen here for us. They're going for Aerial Ace, and we're just kind of tanking through that. We are getting into the yellow first, but we are getting to a charge move again here. So let's see, can we get the attack drop? No attack drop, while the Bug Bite is doing neutral damage because it is going to be part flying. So kind of a neutral situation here because of our dual typings. They're going to go for another Mirror Shot. Do they want to keep it alive? And they do not. All right, let's see what they're going to bring in. We've used a shield, and this already is not looking great. I should have potentially swapped, thinking I can get to a Earthquake. Like, they were going to let that go through. They would have shielded it up and farmed me down. And now we're swapping a little too late, and hope is not looking too good for us here. So we're going to let that go through. It is a Rock Slide. Now we're going to have to shield this thing up if we want to keep it alive, which we do because we have a lot of energy here. And they're still going with their Excadrill. We're going to go ahead and go for the Foul Play because we don't want to lower our stats. But what am I thinking? Because they're about to take us out here, all right? So unfortunately, I mean, going for Superpower would have worked because it takes less energy, and I could have gotten to another one. So I screwed myself over. Lovely. And we would have been able to swap and refresh. So we're going to go ahead and catch with the Fortress here to try to make up for this here. which I think that was a nice catch. And what do they have in the back? It's going to be a Frostlass. Shadow Slowbro, can you do it for us, buddy? Let's go. Psychic and no defense drop. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take the win here, and they're surviving with like 3 or 2 HP. Very nice getting off that Avalanche. And the Pokemon they have in the back, the Excadrill, had about, what, 1 HP. And into the next battle, we're met with a Granbull. This is actually good. They're going to be immediately swapping into a Stunfisk. And looks like we're going with Lugia. And I think we're going to have that on the team for quite some time. I just felt comfortable with that. So we're going to go ahead and swap into Malamar and just go for the foul play. That's all we can do. Going for a superpower is pointless, right? Getting that stab here. So let's see what they hit us with. It's going to hurt no matter what. A discharge. And, I mean, yeah, that's okay. We're going to be able to survive another one if we wanted to let it go through. While that quick move is not going to really be able to take us out. It's a Mud Bomb. And we're going to go for another foul play. See, we just need to take this thing out because of Lugia. Although we've seen Lugia handle those before. So they're going to swap and lock themselves in here, which is great. Because now we can go ahead and bring in Forretress and go straight for that Mirror Shot. They're shielding it up. And Mirror Shot was nice because it doesn't take too long to get to with that Bug Bite. As opposed to the Heavy Slam, it takes a while. It takes a lot of energy, almost as much as Earthquake. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and swap into our Lugia so we can just start building momentum. Our Quick Attack, Dragon Tail, is not very effective. So we're just going to go ahead and take it out before it gets off another crunch. Although it does have Charm, it's not like it's getting there. I just wanted to take it out because of Charm's doing a lot. So they have a Ferrothorn in the back. Okay, so this is neutral damage to it. If they have Thunder, that's good, that's fine. But the thing is, we have Malamar in the back, which we can just hit with the superpower. So let's go. What we don't want them to do is build up a little bit too much energy. Oh, never mind. We have Forretress in the... Oh, it's this one. Okay. All right, so what? Yeah, that's not very effective. They swap, and we just farm them down, and we build all the way up to Earthquake here. Don't think a Mirror Shot would have done it, but I think the Bug Bites afterwards would have helped. But we just go overkill, and just to ensure we take the win there. Getting a little risky with their charge move, although we massively resist Grass. Into the next battle, we are met with a Golbat. And how does this work? Well, if you had, was it Rock Tomb, you'll be looking a little bit better, but I do believe that is ranked... I think maybe it's Sand Tomb that's ranked its worst move on PvPoke, but as much as I really wanted to go with it, because I kept encountering flyers and I really needed it, we're just going to stick with this here. So we're going to let that go through, not doing very much damage with the Poison Fang, and well, Shadow Ball's going to take us out at this point, so we have to call it. I do believe we let it go. It is a Shadow Ball. We survive, okay, but unfortunately now they're going to be able to farm down, and that's where I was regretting shielding it up because they were able to get that extra farm. Gonna go ahead and bring in a Lugia. We have to look out for Shadow Ball. Of course we do. So we're gonna let this go through. It is a Poison Fang calling it. Very nice. They're swapping into Lapras, and we're gonna go ahead and bring in Malamar with the superpower. Let's see how this works out. Shielding up the first Surf and building up to 2 superpowers, but we're gonna go for foul play because, you know, we've talked about this strategy before. Let's see. We get the shield. Beautiful. So the advantage of this, I'll explain it again, is one, you're getting a shield out of them, and now you can build it to 2 superpowers here, but we're not building up to 2, and we haven't lowered our attack or defense yet, so there's 1, beautiful, and we could actually just go for a foul play. I go for another superpower, okay, and we can swap, so we will do that immediately, just because we might use this to catch later down the line, or we might be able to get to a foul play or a superpower, who knows. So they do have a Frostlass in the back. You don't like to see this here, and they have a extra shield, so not quite to 2 of these Sky Attacks. Getting off the first one, they're going to be swapping into their Golbat. We farm up a little bit. Oh, we farm all the way down. Okay, never mind. Yep, beautiful, and they're like, yeah, you got me. I was going to go for a Hydro Pump, and we take the win. Looking good. I thought I was going to lose that. Did you think I was going to lose that? Into the next battle. Bad lead up against Pidgeot with Gust. Yeah, it's doing a lot of damage. We are still Bug type after all. That Steel type's not going to protect us from everything. So we're going to go ahead and get that off. No debuff, unfortunately. I'm expecting a Feather Dance here, and that's exactly what it was. And we're already doing not very effective damage with Bite, and now we're just doing a whole lot less. So we're going to go for that not very much damage. We are getting the attack fell on there, so that's good. And the unfortunate part about swapping into a Pidgeot like this is, well, they're going to lower your attack massively, and then they're going to swap. But they're swapping into a Poliwrath. This is a perfect situation for me. They're going to be able to spam Ice Beam, or Ice Punch, Ice Beam. That sounds like a nightmare on a Poliwrath. But we're going to be able to outpace it because we had quite a bit of energy here, and we're getting both shields right off the bat. Since they did lower our attack, not defense, we're going to let this Ice Punch go through because Lugia is just a tank. But we're going to have to use both of our shields now if we do want to win this. But I'm looking at my Pokemon, like, kind of wanting to swap in here. But I think we're going to use this shield again. Now, what I was being cautious of is them trying to catch here. So we're going to go ahead and throw it. Beautiful. We're not seeing any sort of catch. Don't even know if they're still locked. We're not hitting all the bubbles. And with the lower attack, I immediately swap into our Fortress here. Gotta love not hitting all those bubbles. Now, were you encountering lag? I'm going to show you some real crazy lag just to bring up the point again as we see the rest of this. I don't want to get too much into it. We'll talk about it when we get there. But briefly saying something. Again, why am I encountering lag at the most crucial moment for me and my opponent? But it's going to be, for this example, more so of me in the winning area. It's looking like I'm going to win, and then all of a sudden it lags, and I can't hit my charge move, and they have 2 charge moves now. You know? All right, we'll talk about that. So we are up against a Whiscash here, and they're going to go for a Mud Bomb. Beautiful. Swapping into a Pidgeot, and I get real brave and farm down. Wow, bro. I couldn't believe I did that. And then we're waiting for the response here. We're going to go ahead and go for the Night Slash. Just take out that Poliwrath. In comes the Whiscash, and we go for another one. And we're looking beautiful. Malamar putting in that work. Let's go. I really enjoy it. It's a fun Pokemon to use. Let's see what we have next. We're going to be met with a Mandibuzz. Now, this is where I was constantly thinking, I wish I had Rock Tomb. But we have Mirror Shot. Bug Bite is going to be doing okay damage to it. It's a pretty tanky Mandibuzz. It's part flying, so it's not super effective, but the Dark is there, so it's doing some damage, right? They're going to be able to outpace us, and Lugia doesn't want to see it. Malamar doesn't really want to see it at all, to be honest. Sure, we can hit it with Superpower. That's really not helping us. It's doing some decent damage, but it's not a position I want to be in. So having a Mandibuzz lead here was just not great. So we're going to go ahead and go for another one. Earthquake. That's going to be coming in pretty nice in a few situations. Could have went with another move. Maybe I'll try next time. But Earthquake did help me out in a few spots. So we're going to go ahead and bring in the Lugia, farming up. And they bring in a Empoleon. So this is not looking great. But again, we do have Earthquake. And we also have Superpower to handle those Steel types here. So at this point, Earthquake is going to be a waste. And it's going to be all about Superpower. Well, not even Superpower now. Foul Play. Or we could just go in here with our Fortress, have them use their energy, thinking that we're going to hit them with a charge move, or come in here with a fighter, and they don't want to go down with all that energy, so they're going to throw it immediately. So we got some out of them already. Beautiful. And we're going to shield this up, obviously. I think we go for the farm down. No, we're not going to be allowed to. They're immediately swapping into a Jirachi to recover this, and they know they don't want us to get... They didn't want to get farmed down by the Malamar. And at this point, I feel like it's a loss. But something happens here, folks. Some miracle. And we get to 2 foul plays. And this is great. So let's see how this goes. Hitting them with one, hitting them with another. And I knew that's all I needed to do. I just needed to take out this Jirachi. Or get to it. But what happens here as we get to another one? That's the mystery. That's where I got really confused. Shouldn't they have been at a Doom Desire? Or am I just miscounting? That was amazing for me to get that last one off, and now we're going to be able to take the win here. They're swapping to catch, which doesn't matter. The Mandibuzz, at this point, I was going to say, and I was thinking, I'm going to try not to do that. I was hoping it didn't have 2 charge moves, so here's 1 foul play, and we're able to get 2 Wars and take the win. Could have went for a Superpower, but I go for a foul play here, I suppose, and there it is. Wow, Malamar coming in clutch for us at the end. That's why Psycho Cut is nice, because you're going to be able to spam your charge moves. Next battle, we're met with a Hypno. Let's go. They're swapping into a Whiscash. We're going to go ahead and bring in Lugia, because I just enjoy this battle up against Whiscash with it because of the ground moves. Blizzard is going to do this much, and we're going to be able to survive. Now you're going to see something even crazier. They're not going to hit us with another Blizzard, right? We resist ground type moves. They're going to hit us with a Mud Bomb. Do we survive a Mud Bomb? Absolutely. This is a Lugia tank here, folks. So there it goes, and we're farming down. You like that? Let's get it. I love this Lugia. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Sky Attack immediately, and then we're going to get farmed down here by the Hypno. just one confusion, no problem at all. We can go Malamar or we can go Forretress. I decided to go Malamar because I just felt like, you know, this is going to be a little bit more of a comfortable situation. The Hypno could have Fire Punch, and with the Malamar, we're going to be able to let this go through. Focus Blast, that's not happening right now. Shadow Ball, sure, go for it. There you go. No problem at all. They're swapping into an Escavalier. We're going to go ahead and throw the Superpower and then swap into the Forretress. And I do believe this is where Earthquake comes in handy. Yep, absolutely. Beautiful. So we have 2 shields left. They have none. We're going to go ahead and shield up this drill run. We would be able to survive that, but we want to hold on to our health. We want to take this thing. Here's the lag. This is exactly what I'm talking about. That was nonsense. We should have made it to the Earthquake first, but somehow it lagged at the most crucial moment. This is not a one-time situation. This is not an isolated thing, okay? It happens right when they may know they needed it to freeze up or whatever. What am I getting at? Do I think that the game is a conspiracy against us to make us lose in situations where we would have won otherwise? I don't know. I don't really think that is the case. It feels like it. It really does. So it's either, we'll get back into the commentary, it's either one, the game is rigged somehow, and it does lag, you know, when you're hitting a crucial moment, or it's just part of the server, you know, whatever. It's like, oh, it's the end of the battle, gotta lag. Just because it's a piece of junk, or people know exploits to make the game freeze, because I'm encountering this more and more often as I rise up in rank for the people that are taking it more serious, who don't want to lose, who want to keep winning. Like I said, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody in this video. Okay, let's make that 100% clear, but it's just so crazy. Why doesn't it lag? And you know, I don't know, whatever. Let's just move away, getting annoyed by it because it's just whack, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, and gals. Alrighty, so we're going to be bringing in Forretress. It does go down. They're swapping into a Magnezone here, and yeah, this is a... I wanted to show this here because you got the tankiest of the tanks versus the squishiest of the squishiest. And yeah, let's see how this works out. Of course, you already know they're resisting the Dragon Tail, the Sky Attack, but I thought, heck, let's just see what happens here. So Dragon Tail is eating them alive, even though they're steel because they are so squishy. They're letting it go. And I don't know why they did that. Okay, this is, yeah, that's, I don't know why they did that. Oh, we lose, that's why. Okay. I thought I was going to be able to win by quick moves. You got me. Good game there. Really close one, and they still had a shield. Next battle, we're met with a Malamar. Now, this is what I'm talking about. That thing is very weak to Bug. And they swapped into the Frostlass. We're going to go ahead and just stay here because this is actually a good matchup for us as well. Shadow Ball is still going to hurt, but we are resisting the ice. So, yeah, there you go. Not very effective. All right, that's what we were waiting for them to use up their energy there. But... this thing charges so fast, they have another Avalanche ready to go. So here we are, using a shield, getting to a foul play. Let's see if they want to use that last shield on the Frostlass here. And they do not, letting it go down. Okay, sounds good to me. Bringing in their own Malamar. We're looking pretty good now. If you're in this situation, you want to go with the foul play. I mean, you could go Superpower. You're going to see they do right here. So let's see it. But it's going to kind of force you to swap, right? Now, if you have a swap ready to go, I mean, yeah, go Superpower, I suppose. But if you have to stay into the battle in the mirror matchup against the Malamar, go for the foul play. So we're swapping into our Forretress up against this thing here. Bug Bite is actually going to be doing some okay damage. Slowly but surely going to get off this mirror shot. Let's see if we can lower that attack. And we do not, and we get a shield out of him. The last shield, as a matter of fact. We're going to go ahead and let this go down. There is no need to shield it up because Lugia is going to be able to handle this thing here. But Crunch, what about Crunch? Yeah, that's super effective, but remember, Lugia is the tank of Great League, so that's doing quite a bit of damage. They're swapping. We're going to go ahead and get this off immediately to take them out. And then we're going to quick move down the Drapion. Looking good. Dragon Tail, let's get it. Alrighty, folks, into the next battle. What are we going to see? It's a Lapras. And this is an interesting one. It's not particularly good for you. It's not particularly bad. I don't like to use shields here because what I like to do is come in and kind of farm down with the next Pokemon. So is this Heavy Slam? Are we Heavy Slam now? I didn't see. Yep, we are. So we're swapping that. As you can see, it's doing some pretty decent damage to the ice and water type, so not super effective because of the water, but we're still doing some good stuff there. Could have went for an Earthquake and done more, maybe. Well, we would have done more, but, you know, we could have also gotten a shield. So now they finally want to shield up. What do? Let it go down, absolutely. And we're going to bring in Malamar to farm down because that's just enough health for us to gain a good advantage up against the next Pokemon. Potentially what they do bring in. Let's see. All right. Oh, this is going to be a good one. So check this out. Yeah, you don't really want to see a Shadow Machamp really too much. We're letting... Yeah, look at that. So we go for a superpower. Oh, I don't think this is the one. Wait a minute. Yeah, I love to retreat with energy. I like that. So we're going to go ahead and save that superpower for a rainy day. And bring in Lugia. They swap into their Drapion. Now, this is okay. Because they're shieldless, right? So we're going to let this go through. Go ahead and hit me with that Crunch. Aqua Tail Bait. Sounds good to me. Now, at this point, we do shield. Because what's going to happen is they're going to bring in their Machamp. We're going to go straight for the Sky Attack. Crunch is still not going to take us out here. It's going to do a good amount. And we survive, though. Take them out, and it is Sky Attack time. I really wanted to swap into the Malamar and hit the superpower, but whatever. Let's just do it like this. Okay, into the next battle here. If you do enjoy my videos, folks, at this point, make sure you get the like button if you haven't already. It really does help me out. Next battle, we're met with an Escavalier, and we're rocking Toxicroak now. Let's go. And they're swapping into a Articuno. We're going to go ahead and go for the Sludge Bomb because I'm not trying to bait right now. Our counter's doing plenty of damage. We're going to shield this up and get to another one in which the Sludge Bomb is not going to KO. I don't think. But if they want to use another shield, by all means, be my guest to double up, my friend. Oh, they do. That sounds good to me. So what they can do now is farm us down. They're going to be looking good on energy. But we're going to throw one little quick move or charge move before we do go down. Hey, let's get it. So what do I want to do here? Bring in the Fortress? Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do that. The only thing I was worried about was the Hurricane, but they're going for an Icy Wind. Great. Swapping into their Escavalier. And what do? Let this go. Right. Swap into our Malamar and get to the foul play as soon as possible. Now, I couldn't believe this. I wasn't expecting that. It actually KO'd. I needed that to happen. I needed to hold on to that last shield. Now, they have a Crawdon. Now they're getting some extra spice points, okay? This trainer did say good games to me on Twitter, so right back at you, pal. And we're going to go ahead and build up to 2 superpowers. I wasn't expecting this to KO. Are you kidding me? Malamar putting in the work. I didn't expect this one to KO, and I'm just joking. Good game, and we take the win at the end with the Malamar. Nice little sweep there at the end. Alrighty, into the next battle. We're going to be met with a Ferrothorn. Now, we have the battle of the Steel Jungle-y types, right? So let's get it. These bug and then the grass, right? You would think, they're in the same style of family here. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go straight for the Earthquake. Let's see. This is just a little old charge move. Yeah. Earthquake landing, looking good, and we're bug biting down. If you're thinking, well, how's that doing so much damage? Well, it's part grass. Bug bite is a not bad quick move if you're getting stabbed. And then they bring in Obstagoon and they back out. Now, there's nothing against them. Sometimes one Pokemon just counters your team. But I just wanted to show that because I was happy. I was like, Fortress, you walled the team, buddy. You did it. Next battle, we're met with an Abomasnow. And I'm thinking, oh, I said it. No. Okay. Next battle, and this is looking good. Love this here. We have to shield nothing. Let it go. They're bringing in a Drapion, and I figured, let's just go ahead and throw Earthquake. We have the wiggle room to do that. They shielded up. That's fine. We're still going with the Toxicroak, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Counter's doing a lot of damage to them. They're going for Crunch. Again, there it is. They do know exactly what they're doing. They were trying to get that defense debuff. And honestly, Crunch is still doing a good amount of damage, okay? And on top of lowering our defense. So great. We're going to go ahead and shield it up. Why would I do that? I just felt like I wanted to keep the Toxicroak alive here. And they have a Cofagrigus. Now, there was some real crazy lag there. And I don't know why I want to always call this thing Cofagrigus. Cofagrigus just seems... I mean, it actually doesn't sound so horrible. But yeah, I understand I was saying it wrong. My thought process and the reason why I intentionally say these names wrong sometimes, not intentionally, probably just it's unintentional. You guys correct me, and then, I just start saying it right. But some of these names are just a little weird. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and have the Malamar up against it here, going for the foul play, taking them down. Thought they might want to shield that. And at this point, I already knew we were going to win. There's no way they can take us out. You're going to see how much Weather Ball does. It's actually a good amount. Letting it go through. And we will be shielding this up. So there you have it. If you did enjoy this video, folks, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on. Fortress, putting in that work. And I love that shiny. Thanks for watching and take care, trainers.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!